It's a battle of the palettes. Which one is which? One side of my face is in the Makeup Forever HD Skin palette and one side is Seint. I'm just doing this for fun today, but I'm glad you're here, and stay till the end because I am going to do a wear test. Hi, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 30-year professional makeup artist. I'm 57 years old. I'm the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass, which I'm relaunching in January with a few new added videos. By the way, some of you who got in recently were bummed. You thought I was closing the class. I'm only closing admittance. I'm just closing registration. Once you're in, you're in. So don't worry, you're always in. I'm just doing a huge relaunch in January. I'm raising the price to $97. It's going to come with a Facebook group, but we'll do a whole YouTube on that later. Okay. We're going to try to keep this brief today. I'm working with a new camera, so let me know if you notice a difference. It's got an external microphone. Let me know if you like this format or if you just want me to go back to my handy dandy phone, which is, this is what I've filmed on my phone for, well, ever since I got onto social media. So 2015, I was on social media long before that, but as a person trying to be a brand, 2015. Everything on my phone, all my YouTube's on my phone. I just now stepped it up to a professional camera. Long story, we're not gonna go into it. Okay, I did a Vaseline video on Saturday, and a couple of you said, can you show us how to put it on? So since I'm about to put on 2 different makeup brands on each face, let's do Vaseline on both eyes so you can see the difference. So what I do is I just tap, tap, tap. And Vaseline is a little bit softer to me than Aquaphor. So if you don't be scared if you pick up too much, okay? You see how I'm rubbing it in, and I go into those crow's feet. And then we're gonna do this side. I wore this the last couple days. I just did a makeup gig, and I wore this the last couple days, and every time I looked in the mirror just to check my teeth or my lips, my under eyes looked so good. Okay, so there you go. And then I like to take a little bit around my nose to fill in the pores, and I go down through my parentheses, which are my texture problem areas. Okay, now here's the trick. With Aquaphor, sometimes I would do this, but sometimes I got to the point where I knew exactly how much Aquaphor to do. But this, I like to take a tissue and just lay it on there, pat, 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 pull it off. I don't know if you can see anything. It doesn't pick up much, but it will pick up any excess. So I just go tap, tap, tap. And then around the nose, parentheses, that's it. Just one little tissue, and I can always save that tissue. Okay, it's a battle of the palettes. I used this palette and I did not like it. I used it on an actress. In fairness, this was several years ago and I wasn't super accustomed to working with cream makeup. It was also after lunch. The actress already had a full face of makeup on, and then I'm going in and touching up with this. And I was asked to by the department head. I didn't just pick this. This was in the actress's bag. We get bags for actresses. They're like a, like a see-through bag for actors and actresses, and you're not allowed to touch their face with anything outside of that bag. That bag is designed for each actor. This was a tiny actress, meaning I don't even know if she had a speaking role. So it wasn't like a big actress, but I didn't like this on her. I didn't like it. I remember thinking, ooh, that's not pretty. Anyway, we're gonna see. We're gonna test them together, and we are gonna see. So I'm gonna start with my Seint palette. I've never used the Makeup Forever on myself, but we're gonna start with Seint, and I'm gonna take a little bit of Ash. I feel like going into winter, I've explained before, I don't know that I like a whole lot of bronzer on my face. So I like to do a little bit. Oh, look, we got some blush. That's okay. The blush is gonna go there anyway. We're gonna do a little bit of Ash. Look at that, I got blush on here. Not a problem. Where's my Sigma switch? Here's my Sigma switch. We're gonna go and take out some of that There we go. I think I got the blush off of it. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit on my forehead. Not everyone has to contour their forehead. I had a beautiful girl yesterday in my makeup chair. She was young. She was only in, I think, her, I don't know, late 20s or maybe early 30s. I don't know. Maybe late 20s. But she had a very short forehead. It reminded me almost like of Valerie Bertinelli. Very short forehead. So therefore, I did not need to contour her forehead because she had a short forehead. What I did do though is I did take a tiny bit of bronzer kind of in the sides of her forehead just to bring your eyes to the center of her face where her eyes were. Okay. And then I might try a little bit on the nose. Again, you don't have to contour your nose. I just like to. My nose has always bothered me my whole life. And now that it's getting a little bit longer and bigger as I get older, I'm kind of becoming aware of it. I don't think I could ever live through a nose job though. I really don't think I could live through one. I know it's becoming popular. Usually you get a nose job when you're young because, you know, obviously people maybe don't like their nose and so they get a nose job in their teens and their 20s. But there is a huge trend right now of people getting nose jobs later in life because our noses keep growing and it literally changes the look of our face. Okay, and then we can do a little bit, I like a little under the lip, just a tiny bit, not a lot. And then I like to take a little bit of contour on my jawline, not for every day, but if I know I'm going somewhere nice, especially if it's evening, because evening has soft lighting, so it's very forgiving. And I'll take a little bit. Remember, don't forget to go back to the ear. You don't want a different colored ear. I did that to the girl yesterday. I did some contour heavy on her cheekbones for photography. And I had to really kind of brush the contour over her ear so her ear didn't look light golden. And then she had this dark contour, okay? But you can see that looks really nice. Okay, so there you go. We've got our contour. That's all I'm doing. We're keeping it light today. And you saw I did a little bit on the eye. When I'm in a hurry, I love a little contour on my eyes. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever. And I'm guessing this one, because that one looks too warm. I don't know. We'll try this and see. What am I going to do? You know what, I'll do this little BK Beauty brush because it's stacked. So I'm going to take, I probably shouldn't go directly onto face before testing the color, but, oh, okay. Love it. Love it. It's pigmented and it's gray like a shadow. Oh, I love it. So see how the Seint one, it looks cool. The one above, look how cool. It looks cool and shadowy. And again, I've got a pink stripe, but it's very soft. This one went on really pigmented, so you gotta be careful. It's not a good or bad thing. We're just having fun and comparing today. The thing is, these aren't refillable. So once you run out of a color, you're just out of the color. But it's a nice novelty. And if for some reason Seint didn't work for someone, or, you know, if you're thinking about, if someone has said, oh, I really would like that Makeup Forever palette, it's called HD Skin Makeup Forever palette. If someone has, in your life has said, oh, I kind of like the idea of that, I kind of would like that, well, that's why I'm testing it for you, okay? I think I'm probably going to like Seint better, but I'm going to do a honest comparison because I know Seint's not for everyone, and I know that Makeup Forever isn't for everyone. I like to help everybody. I like helping all people. Okay, remember we don't go into our temples because we don't want to hollow it out. We're not trying to look like Skeletor. Okay, so I need a smaller brush for my nose. So I'm going to take this one by Lawless. I think it's a concealer brush, but we're going to take it on the nose. I'll tell you what is it today? November, oh, it's November 5th. It's election day. I'm filming this a day before you see it. I'm burning up. What's going on? It's November in Nashville, and I am burning up. I just had a shower a little while ago. I shouldn't be burning up. I should feel fresh as a daisy. I don't. I feel like I'm having maybe a hot flash. I feel like my estrogen patches are no longer working as well. And I happen to know that my doctor wants to wean me off of HRT because I've been on it for like 3 years. She wants to wean me off. And I'm like, I thought I could be on it for life. And she's like, no, you cannot be on it for life. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I mean, I'm having a hot flash right now. I'm burning up internally. What am I going to do? Anyway, I've had some nurses tell me, like my friend Dale, she's a long, many decades nurse, and she said, no, Michelle, you have to go off of it eventually. I'm like, really? I don't have breast cancer in my family. Anyway, jury is out, but okay, so there you go. This side, what do we think? This side is Makeup Forever. This side is Seint. Ignore the pink stripe. That's not a fair comparison. Okay, now we're gonna go in with foundation. All right, time to go in with some makeup. So I'm going to take my 3D brush and I'm gonna go in with my foundation color. And I'm gonna kind of go up to that contour area and blend the two together. I know what Seint looks like on the nose already, so I'm gonna let the Makeup Forever be the center of my nose because I already know how it looks. Of course, we're gonna go into the temple, especially if we have that thinning skin. We're seeing all of our veins, which is so fun. I'm gonna go my upper lip, go on my chin, and then go down here on my jawline. And now I might blend that in. Might look at it and blend it in a little bit better. I didn't do my eyebrows super serious today. I'm gonna kind of blend over that blush and contour. See how I'm kind of blending over the contour, but not on top of it, more like I'm going kind of around it. Okay. Notice I'm not going under the eyes because we're gonna do demi. But I think it looks nice. I'm gonna pat it in with my Cami Nguyen. Cami Nguyen. I always say Nguyen, but it's Cami Nguyen. Okay. And that looks very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, now I have to decide what color I am in Makeup Forever. I feel like I might be this one right here. Let's see. I think that could be me. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna take this Crystal Lee brush. And I'm just gonna go on the jawline. It's kind of hard because this brush is so big and look at how little the square is, but I'm just kind of picking up with the edge of the brush. The lip. I'm not gonna be able to do this brush on the nose. This brush is too big. I'm gonna have to get a smaller brush. But I really like this foundation color a lot. It has like a little bit of peach in it, and I have peach in my skin. I'm learning that about myself. I always knew it back when I was in my 20s and my 30s. I always bought foundation that had a little bit of peach in it, and I don't know how I got so far away from that. I think just too many choices and changing my hair color all the time. But I'm gonna tell you, good old prescriptives. Who remembers prescriptives? They told me I was peach. They told me. Okay, down my nose, I'm gonna take this little House Labs brush And I'm just gonna go down the center of my nose. It looks really good. Oh, I shouldn't have gone on that side. Okay. Now I have a different blender by Freck. Freck is the people who make a really cute freckle pen my daughter loves. And they make some other great things too, but I don't talk about Freck a lot here, maybe more on TikTok. By the way, if you're new here, let me know if you are on TikTok. I've had a couple people tell me recently they just can't do long form video, and I'm like, well, that's what my Instagram Reels and TikToks are for. But I'm hardly on TikTok anymore because, quite honestly, they just want you to do TikTok shop, and I don't want to do TikTok shop. I mean, sometimes I do it for Mob Beauty or for my friend Leah's French Face, but I really don't like doing TikTok shop. And they don't treat people well in TikTok shop. They don't treat the brands well. They don't treat creators well. So I really don't want to support it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Dahlia blush. And I'm going to do my shape brush and pick up a little bit. And I'm not going to go too heavy, although so many of you say, oh, my face eats blush. I hear this a lot, even young women. Oh, my face eats blush. I did a wedding a couple weeks ago. I don't do weddings, but I did it. It was my realtor, and her daughter was getting married, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. That'll be fun. And a couple of the older women were like, my face eat blush. And I'm like, yeah, some faces just eat blush. I don't know what to tell you, but I feel like mine kind of disappears during the day a little as well. Depending, it doesn't even really matter who the brand is. I feel like every brand I've tried kind of disappears on me, and I hear that a lot from women. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this like brighter pink here. This feels a little bit more like Dahlia, and it's warmer. I do love these blush choices, especially because you can mix and match. Okay, it's not as pigmented as I thought. So Dahlia is much more pigmented. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now this I'm going to have to use as concealer as well, but they say it's for full complexion. It's for concealer and... it's pretty. Okay, let's do this one over here. And then, of course, I'm going to look at everything in a close-up magnification mirror in a minute. We're also going to powder everything. I keep looking in the monitor because I'm not used to filming on a camera, so I apologize. I'll get used to it. I'm trying to look right here into the... Okay. Let's see how it looks in a close-up magnification mirror. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm just trying to like think as I look at this. Okay, the Makeup Forever side is more glossy. Like it feels like I have Vaseline under all of it, and I don't. It catches more of a highlight. I would say it's very, very dewy. And the Seint side is creamy. Definitely there's some sheen for sure because it's a cream. It's a little bit more radiant. It's a little bit, this is shinier and dewier than this side. I like both sides, I truly do. But let's see how it looks powdered in a minute, okay? So I'm gonna go in with maybe this as a concealer. I don't have high hopes for this. I do not have high hopes for this. I'm gonna take the Crystal Lee little concealer brush, or what I like to call the concealer brush. I'm gonna tap it on the back of my hand because we have to be super careful. And hold on, because I want to zoom in for this part. So we're gonna zoom in for this part. Okay, so, oh wow, it goes on It goes on like butter. And go up through. We get darkness right all up and through there. Do you see that? I'm gonna just take your finger. I have Lashify on today, so other than a little contour on the eyes, this is my look. I have a tiny bit of brows on. I really just wanted to do complexion. All right, it's creasing immediately, but it's really pretty. This is very pretty. Do a little bit lighter over my eyebrow. How do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Okay, and on this side we're gonna do Demi, of course. Demi, Demi, Demi. Okay, I'm gonna go in, oh, this is double layered. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of peach. I still have that little milia here from that stupid Scott Barnes Aquaphor lip balm. I knew better, but I'm like, why did he pick the lip balm? Why the lip balm? He's a pro makeup artist. He knows we're not supposed to put lip products around the eyes. What about it? And you know, when you're a pro makeup artist and you're just getting someone ready for a big event, they're probably not going to get milia from wearing the lip balm under their concealer one night, but I wore it 2 days and got a milia right here. Okay, and then now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the, I'm going to go in with a little of the light peach. And in areas that are not where the O3 is, I'm kind of going over some of those. How's that look? Let's see in a close-up magnification mirror. Looks great. I think we all know that I would really love to put some NR1 under the eye, but Seint doesn't make it anymore. And thank you to everyone who's been a dutiful soldier and you've been emailing them and you're getting the canned response and you're striking back, and some of you have emailed them several times saying this is not acceptable, and I really appreciate it. Let's hope that they listen. Let's hope that they will bring NR1 back. Okay. So I feel like this one did a little bit more color correction, but that's because it's peach. So of course, this is very pretty. It is creasing a little bit, but it's very pretty. It really, really is. I feel like this eye is contoured more. So I'm going to go back in with a little contour here, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. A little bit, maybe a pinch of this. I think this might be their bronzer. I feel like that might be a bronzer or a warmer contour, but I just kind of want to match both my eyes. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Well, they look great, Michelle. Both of them look really great, but how does it hold up? Well, I'm going to do a wear test for you. Now, it's later in the day, but I can definitely wear this for the next 6 hours and let you know how it's holding up. I'm not going to do my lips because I don't like using, well, I guess I could a little bit. I don't love using lip products on my, I don't like using cheek on my lips unless it's like just for really cute, quick video. Okay, there's that one. And then here's the warmer pink that I put on my cheeks over here. Oh yeah. This has less pigment. I like this better on my lips. Makeup Forever. for the win. Looks better on the lips. And then we need a little lip pencil to tie it all in. Oh, no, that's too warm. I don't want that. All my good lip pencils are in my purse, and I don't want to take time to go get them. Okay. A little bit better. Not my favorite look on the lips. It's fine. It's not my favorite. I just don't love, I don't love cheek products on the lips unless it's just like fast, easy out the door and I don't care how my lips look. I'm gonna do, it's a little Trish McElvoy lip balm. This side's way prettier in person. Even though I absolutely love Dahlia right here, it's a little, almost too pink on the lip. And when I look in the mirror right here, I think I'm seeing more color on the Dahlia side. I think I'm gonna build that up a little bit. I think I wanna build up a little bit more blush. So I'm gonna do this kind of warm pink. I mean, nothing can come bad from building up a little bit more blush, right? See how glowy that is? There is no way you would ever need a highlighter with this palette. I think it might have a highlighter. You do not need a highlighter with this palette. It is majorly dewy. Okay, let me do a little bit more Dahlia. Yeah, Dahlia just has more, do you see that? It just has more pigment. So that can be a good or bad thing for some people. If someone's heavy-handed, it might be tough for them to use that. Now then, I like to take my foundation brush, remember, and I'll kind of tap, not on top of the blush, just kind of around it. And then, where's my other? Then we'll take, no, that wasn't foundation. This maybe? This? We'll go around it. Okay, we need to powder, and I'm going to use the same powder on both sides. By the way, this Seint powder I put in my pro kit. I used it for the wedding. I used it for my model all day Sunday and my other model all day Monday. I love it on myself. This is my favorite powder, but if you like to use a bigger brush, I recommend getting two. This is the Feather Blur. The Feather Blur, and it really blurs. It really blurs. Like, I will probably never use our vanilla dusting powder again because this is so good. It's just gorgeous. I even use it. Yesterday I did a model and her eyes were starting to get a little bit messed up because she was a hair model. So all these foils and wet hair was laying over her face. So I went in, I didn't have time to do much fix up with the eyes. We had like 10 minutes to get ready for photography. So after a long day of being in foils, I took a little bit of this powder with a smaller brush and I just went around it and like airbrushed all that makeup back. This is a tremendous powder, okay? I think that looks beautiful. I will be back in 6 hours and we will see which side held up better. Maybe they're even Steven. We'll see. I also don't remember the price on this, so I'll let you all know the price on this versus price on this. So we'll do a comparison at the end. I will be back later. 6 hours later, maybe a little over 6 hours later, and let's see, I ran some errands, I cooked dinner, so I was over kind of a steamy stove. I took Tate on a walk. Gracie and I walked him for about 30 minutes out at night. But we got maybe a little warm. And what else? I think that's it. You know, I had dinner, I had lunch, I had dinner. So, you know, I didn't reapply my lips, and I noticed that a little bit came off around my nose. My nose, you know, I usually, if I'm rubbing my nose or blowing my nose, you know, makeup's going to come off, and I didn't touch up. So I haven't touched up since I was last on camera, and I want to see how this looks close up. Now I'm going to start with this magnification mirror because I can see my whole face in it. And, I'm really, I don't really notice a difference. If I didn't know that I had two different palettes on my face, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Essentials palette is on this side, the Seint is on this side. If I didn't know which was which, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, now I'm gonna go, that's a 7-time magnification mirror. Now I'm gonna go into my 10-time magnification, because this does not lie. My forehead looks pretty flawless, looks great. Nose looks good, just came off down here, but all around here looks great. My under eyes look really good. I would say this under eye, this Makeup Forever, this under eye might look a little bit better. Now when I stretch my eye open, I can see a little tiny bit, and I mean tiny. I mean, I'm nitpicking. I could see a tiny bit gathered in some of the creases, but not bad. Like, it's impressive. This side, the demi, the peach demi, again, when I stretch my eye out, yeah, I can see a little bit of peach demi caught in some of my creases. But if I just had to look at each under eye, this one actually looks slightly prettier. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, and only because I'm getting nitpicky, because honestly, when I look in the mirror behind the camera, I cannot tell a difference, even with the blush. This might have a little bit more color, but the Dahlia had more color to begin with. It's not that this wore off. Like, this looks like it's exactly the same. If I had to nitpick, I would say the Makeup Forever might have a hint of blurring in it. Now remember, I went in, I haven't touched up my face since I last saw you on camera. And one of the last things I did was I took the Seint Feather Blurring Powder and I evenly did my whole face. Okay, so this does blur, but I put this on like over 6 hours ago. I want to say that I notice my pores maybe a tiny bit less on this side. And that's because I'm nitpicking. Ooh, look, you can see, can you see all of my, ooh, look, you can see, can you see all of my, look, can you see all my orange peel? I really need to get back to peels. I need to, because that'll start getting rid of some of that texture. So anyway, let's break it down because I'm really, really impressed with this palette. So this palette retails for $88 on makeupforever.com. I believe you can even get a sale, especially with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everyone's doing early sales. It kind of takes the fun out of everything. But anyway, so this is $88, but it's not refillable. So when you run out of a color, you're out of a color. And unfortunately, I love these two colors. This is under my eye. This is on my whole face. I love these. You cannot buy them separately unless I go on their pro line. Let me go on their pro line and see, and I'll put it in comments. But I don't believe you can buy any of this separately. But it's impressive for $88. Now, Sephora, okay, because tomorrow when you watch this, it's going to be the 6th. Sephora is having a sale till the 11th, where if you are just a normal Sephora customer, you get 10% off. If you're a VIB, you get 15% off. And if you're a Rouge member, you get 20% off. So good savings on this. It's very light. It's very thin. It's impressive. I am super impressed. I cannot believe I've had this for so long. I can't believe I'm just now using it. Now with Seint, you know, I would say you just need maybe one face color, a contour or bronzer, a blush, and then you could even do 2 demi in place of one of these foundations. So you're looking at $103 for this palette, $103, but then you have a whole bottom level. It's customizable to your skin tone, and it's refillable. So they're both excellent. They're both excellent. I couldn't wait to compare this. I really wanted to see, because you know how much I love my Seint. I've been with them 3 years. I really wanted to see how this compared. I'm really impressed. I really am. So if you are new here and you've never tried Seint, you can get a free color match. Or if you just have tried Seint and maybe it just didn't work for you, maybe this is something you might want to buy and play with and get it on sale. I'll put a link for you. You can always shop through my link, or you can just go buy it yourself. Go to Makeup Forever, go straight to their website, or go to Sephora, but they're great. And look, they're both about the same width. I'd say this is a little bit thicker, but again, this can hold all my eyeshadows. It could even hold, if I wanted to travel with it, I could pop one of these powders in here. You know, it's just all interchangeable. So 88 versus 103. You decide. They're both beautiful. I'm impressed. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And again, you can always get a free color match. It's absolutely free. I look at your bare-faced selfie. Yes, I've looked at almost 10,000 women in 3 years. You're totally safe. Once we're done with your color match, I discard your photo, but I need to see your bare skin facing natural light so I can determine all the different colors of your face, because some women wear 2 or 3 foundation colors, some women wear 1, and most of us wear 2. Okay, or you can get the beautiful Makeup Forever. I'm really impressed. Okay, thank you for being here, and God loves you. I love you, and I will see you on Saturday for, I believe, what might be a super quick out the door makeup when I have early morning gigs and I need to look professional and cute in person, but I need to get out the door fast. So see you back here on Saturday. Bye for now.